What's good, guys? Welcome back to the 6th episode, I believe, of the Miami Dolphins franchise. Now, today we are taking on the Jaguars after suffering our first loss against the Bucs. If you didn't see that, please go check out the last video against the Buccaneers. It was an amazing game. It was so entertaining. So, yeah, please check that out. Anyways, heading on to another Florida-based team against the Jacksonville Jaguars, except this is technically in London. So, as you can see, it's 9:30 a.m. and we are technically away as both teams are away. We're going up against the Jags and trying to get that win back against another Florida team. Because, man, that was a tough loss to suffer last week. It's all good. We're 4-1, leading the division over the Patriots, Jets, and Bills. The Patriots and Jets 3-2, the Bills 2-3. But with that being said, we do have a few things to get off the list before heading into the game, as the Seahawks have signed Chris Trevler from our practice squad. So that's actually okay because he actually did just get cut in real life. So that works out for us anyways. We actually do have a weekly award after that insane game last week, as Tyreek Hill is the one to get it with 271 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. So crazy game from him, as he does get that weekly reward, which is nice to see. We do have something about the tandem breakout on offense, which is again nice to see. So man, Tyreek Hill took over our last game and couldn't be stopped. I already see me go off like that today. Let's challenge Jaylen Waddle again, and yeah, hopefully we can keep upgrading him, as that is what I want to see. Jaylen Waddle and Tyreek continuing to dominate. So Tyreek Hill has earned 2,500 for inspiring a teammate, so he gets a bunch of XP. And then we have the same goal as the video I think 2 weeks ago, as we do need to get Waddle 150 yards receiving and some touchdowns. So again, Waddle will be our main guy in this game. Moving on to this GM meeting and prospect spotlight, as they do want us to take a look at Drew Sanders, who would end up replacing Andrew Van Ginkel or being a backup, and that is what our assistant GM wants us to take a look at. So that's what we're going to do, as it does say to consider scouting left outside linebacker Drew Sanders for further evaluation of his ability, which we will definitely get to. But as of right now, scouting is not my biggest concern. Still don't want to re-sign anybody as of just yet, just because we will get into that later in the year when I do know what I want to do with some of those players. Other than that, we are getting into the game type stuff, so we're just going to do the weekly strategy. As against the Jaguars, I'm not too scared of Trevor Lawrence as of yet. He does have hidden just because, again, it's technically the start of the first year. But we are just going to defend the outside run, as Trevor Lawrence is only a 75 overall right now, so I'm not too worried about that. Against the Jaguars, let's get that run game going, so we will do run outside, as we will continue that. For the weekly game plan goal, I think I do want to do 5+ sacks and see if we can get that, because I do want to see if we can dominate this Jaguars team. So with that being said, we'll do sack the QB 3+ times, as if we're trying to get the QB 5 times, we might as well put the goal for 3 times to get that extra boost. Offensively, again, we're going to go with our run game, and then honestly, let's have a goal of either shutting out Jacksonville, blowing them out by 17 points, or something like that. Let's do allow 17 points or less, as we shouldn't even allow them to hit 17 points. So let's go ahead with the practice, again hoping for no injuries as we get into this practice, and that is what we want to see, as I don't see any so far on the offense. And that, again, it's really important that we do stay healthy, as even though we do have good depth, I do want to have our starters play the majority of the game. So that is really important, as we've already lost Jaylen Phillips, who should be back next week, I believe, and we can go check that right now. But I do think Jaylen Phillips should be back next week, as we can actually give you a look at the roster just in case you miss any upgrades or anything like that. I don't think you have, but while we do go ahead and try and give you the update on Jaylen Phillips, as he is down here as the backup because he is technically out. Yep, so just one more week for Jaylen Phillips and he'll be back next week, which is really awesome to see him back against the Falcons. But for now, we are going to get into this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kicking off to start this game as per usual, but what is not usual about this game, as this is a 10 a.m. game in London, so that is really cool to see. We are also wearing the white tops and the turquoise bottoms, as I do think it is a really cool jersey combination, especially in real life. Doesn't look as good in the game, but in real life, I do love that jersey combination. As now we will take a look at Trevor Lawrence's stats, as wow, 11 touchdowns and 3 picks. Those are stats that are so similar to Tom Brady's when we played him, and he did really good against us. So maybe we should be giving a little bit more respect to Trevor Lawrence, as definitely we might, as we probably will. Let's actually start off with the zone, just because of that. Those stats are so similar to Brady's, and he did so good against us last episode. Speaking of last episode, like I said at the beginning of this episode, please go check that episode out, as that was an awesome episode against the Buccaneers. It was a crazy episode. It went to overtime. We actually did suffer our first loss of the season, so it was really crazy. Again, really urge you guys to check that out. Now, for this game, my game plan for this is to make Trevor Lawrence's job hard, because I want him to make those not rookie mistakes, as he's a second-year player. but I want him to make mistakes that a young quarterback would, like he showed that he did in real life last year. So we really want to send pressure at him, make him make mistakes, and kind of get out of this game with a quick and easy game. Like I was talking about last episode, if you did watch, it was an insane episode against a really good team. Like it was just a wild episode. With this game being in London, it is a little weird, but I do want this game to be kind of simple, easy, and clean. Want to take care of business against definitely a worse team in the Jaguars. They are definitely a worse team here, as again they're nowhere near the Bucks, even though they are both from Florida. But again, there's definitely a difference in quality of these teams, especially with our team and the Jaguars. We are clearly a better team, so my whole thing is coming into this game is get in here, take care of business, make the stops, score some points, run the ball out, really make this game nice and easy for us. So that is the game plan going in here against Trevor Lawrence. But man, he has been really good to start this game. That is a wild throw, but a great play from Nick Needham to swat that ball. But as you can see, the talent is there with Trevor Lawrence, as that was a ridiculous throw. So you see the talent that we are working with. So we definitely want to make sure we limit Trevor Lawrence. But again, we want to try and get pressure and force those young, early in their career mistakes, as he does tuck the ball and run, and then he slides to not take the hit from Nick Needham, as you do force the 4th down on this first play. So a good start for our defense. The only thing that I do have on my mind here is to get Jaylen Waddle going, because he does have that goal to get 150 yards, and if we get in touchdowns, that's a bonus reward. So if we can get him those 150 yards, that would be awesome to get him that extra XP, and that is what we want to do. If I do look his way a lot, that is why, as I think we will get this game started off with a run here with Raheem Mostert in the middle of the field, as again, we do want to get the run going and we want to get Waddle going. Those are kind of the two goals for this game, as a good tackler from the Jaguars players. If he didn't make that tackle, we were kind of off and going. Again, last week, Raheem Mostert played amazing in that loss. But yeah, definitely want to get the run going and definitely want to get the pass going to Jaylen Waddle. Let's go with the run again. Raheem Mostert has definitely taken that role of the starting running back. Definitely not a workhorse back or anything like that, because he is a little bit injury prone. Raheem Mostert definitely not a workhorse type back, as again he is really injury prone and he hasn't really done that in his career. And we do have the running backs and the scheme and the coach who does like to do the running back by committee, so that is what we're going to be doing. But with that all being said, Raheem Mostert has definitely been the most productive running back, so he's definitely the running back 1 here, as you did do those 2 runs to set the play action. Jaylen Waddle does get open on the sideline. Good throw from Tua Tagovailoa and a good catch from Jaylen Waddle. That's an awesome start towards that goal. Again, like I said, want to get Raheem Mostert going, want to get Waddle going, so that's an awesome start to the play. Let's do this really weird play, this really cool trick play where we fake the end around to Tyreek and we fake the toss to Raheem Mostert and we give the ball to Cedric Wilson. Maybe that will work out better here than last game, as it almost does, but he does get stopped at the line of scrimmage, but they did give him a yard, so we'll take it. That's a really cool play, as I do want it to succeed at some point today. Okay, we are on defense here, and I know that's a really weird time jump. I'm really sorry, but there was some technical difficulties there, so you won't be able to see that play or that series. But we were forced to punt, so you didn't really miss anything anyway, so no worries there. So we were forced to punt. You guys didn't just get to see that, so again, really sorry about that. Probably won't happen again, but again, my bad on that, as Evan Ingram does get a first down to start that drive. We were forced to punt anyway, so it's like not like you missed anything. So again, all good there. We just punted. That's all that happened, so my bad on that. As he do go back to the run, as Channing Tindall does meet him in the gap, but he chooses the wrong gap and just runs through it. Stopping James Robinson, though, is the cornerback there. But again, really want to stop Trevor Lawrence and that team. And again, I do want to apologize for you guys not being able to see those plays. Using Jerome Baker here on the defense, as there's so many people open, and he almost forces himself out of bounds, as there is a flag. I hope that's not on us. What is it for? Unnecessary roughness. He wasn't out of bounds yet, so we tried to push him out of bounds. As Brandon Jones gets the most BS unnecessary roughness call I've ever seen, as they're just trying to help out the Jaguars here in London, man. It's stuff at play here. That's really unfortunate from that. That looks so bad, man. He wasn't even going out of bounds as we forced Trevor Lawrence to throw the ball away. He wasn't even going out of bounds yet, so we tried to push him out of bounds. That's a ridiculous call, quite frankly. As the NFL refs, maybe this game is realistic, man, as the NFL refs proving why they aren't that great. A big tackle here from Javon Holland, but yeah, that call from the ref is really making me mad, actually. That's super annoying, as now we do make up for it with a 3rd and 10. If we can get a stop here, we will have made up for it. Again, it's still on my mind just because I hate when I have you guys miss plays and miss stuff like that. But yeah, I'm so sorry that you guys couldn't see that drive, but again, ended in a punt, so no worries. Just really want to apologize for that. We do force the field goal here. Hopefully we can get the block here with Quincy Wilson coming off the edge. Unfortunately, we can't, as it is a accurate field goal. As the Jaguars do take the 3-0 lead. To be honest, I didn't think they would have the lead at any time this game, but it is all good. Only 3-0. Hopefully our offense can get back on the field and have a better start than that first series, which you guys even get to see. Now that you guys can actually see our offense go to work, hopefully it doesn't end in a punt. Looking at Cedric Wilson and Jaylen Waddle here, as Cedric Wilson does get open underneath, and a good ball from Tua, and he does a good job to spin, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter as we do go down into the second quarter, down 3-0. Start of the second quarter here, as it was not the most entertaining first quarter, and honestly, thank God you guys missed that first play. Sony Michel does a good job on that left side to get a good run there, giving Sony Michel a shot as he gets 9 yards on the first rush. Again, not an exciting first quarter, so honestly, it might be good that you guys didn't get to see that first drive, as nothing really happened, so all works out. And again, not the most entertaining first quarter. Hopefully we can get the offense going in the second quarter and put up some points. As Raheem Mostert breaks a tackle and almost gets that first down if he didn't get that first down. And oh no, Teron Armstead is injured. That was the one concern with him, was signing him in the offseason in real life, was his injury concern. So hopefully he is okay. For now, Lee Meikenberg will step in. So hopefully Teron Armstead is okay, but that did not look good at all. As I do see circle over the middle. Good ball from Tua as he was under pressure, but he did good to get the ball out. 3 for 4, 40 yards. That's a good start. Again, right now my focus is kind of on Teron Armstead. Hopefully he's okay. Running the ball to the left with Raheem Mostert, hopefully getting blocks, and we don't. That is the difference between Teron Armstead and Lee Meikenberg, as it is only a shoulder strain, so he will be back in this game. Thank God Teron Armstead is okay, as that could have been really bad, so thank God for that. Now with this play, looking for Waddle again. He does have that goal. Stepping up into the pocket here, as I don't see anyone open yet. Circle is open over the middle. The Jaguars do make a good play there to break it up. Now having to pass the ball on third down, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's go with this drive wide corner play, as it does look good. Gonna put Waddle on a slant here just so he goes more towards that first down marker, and hopefully we can pick up this first down. As I do see Waddle open on the slant, as that's a crazy play by whoever that corner is. I think that's Rashawn Jenkins, as that's a crazy play to get back to that ball, and they do force us to kick the 54-yard field goal. This is a long one, but we do have help from the wind, so we should be able to make this and tie it up 3-3. I believe that is good, and it is down the middle, as we do tie up the game 3-3. Not the game we all wanted, not the exciting game that we all thought it might be, but it is what it is. Hopefully, again, we can get the defense to continue making stops, as they have been pretty good, and hopefully our offense can get going here and put up some points. Going to go with the zone here, because we have ran predominantly man, so hopefully this does throw them off a little bit or something like that. Trying to throw off Trevor Lawrence, the young quarterback, but it doesn't matter because it is a run. And James Robinson does a good job to get 5 yards there. But again, holding him to only 5 rushes and 12 yards so far. So he hasn't had the most incredible game, which is nice. Let's go back to the man-to-man as is what we want to run. Going to move Jerome Baker here just so he has an easier time covering those tight ends. Using Brandon Jones over the middle as Trevor Lawrence tries to go for Dan Arnold, or no, sorry, that's Evan Ingram, but he does miss him, as again, that's a rookie type mistake, as that's what we want to do. So let's send some heat here, let's send some pressure. Hopefully he makes another one of those mistakes, and we use your Channing Tindall on Travis Etienne. Thank God we have Tindall, because Etienne is really fast, but then they try and do a read option, but Jerome Baker comes back and they call it a sack, which is awesome. So a free sack for Jerome Baker, as we did call it an awesome play on that RPO. As we get the ball back, use our offense, let's use Jaylen Waddle, let's go get some points. Okay, guys, so it is 2nd and 18 now, and I know you're wondering what happened. There's one illegal man downfield by Kellen Deach, and then after there was an illegal forward pass on Tua. So again, just 2 flags, so not even worth showing 2 flags back to back. So now it is 2nd and 18, so that's really unfortunate there. We hope to get Jaylen Waddle underneath, as he does get to get yards there. Again, that one, there was no technical difficulties. There's just no reason in showing you back-to-back penalties, as it's whatever. So definitely just want to explain that. So did start off 2nd and 18, but a good job to get a good chunk of yards there. And we are going to put Waddle on the slant, and hopefully he gets open over the middle. Tyreek does look like he burns him, so let's throw it up to Tyreek Hill, as he does have the speed to burn him, and Tua just barely misses him, and now we are forced to punt again to this Jaguars team, and man, our offense is really starting to get going. Hopefully we can pin him deep here with Thomas Morstead. I don't know if that's the greatest punt, as it's not towards the sideline too much, but it does get behind him. Hopefully he can have some bounce back, but it doesn't, and we do punt it out of bounds. So the Jaguars will be starting from the 20. I did think Tua had the bomb to Tyreek, but he just missed him, so really unfortunate. Really need to get the offense going, and hopefully we can soon, as the defense does come back onto the field, and they do run the ball with James Robinson, and a huge tackle from Brandon Jones to get over there, as he might have had daylight if he got through that line. Really weird start to this game, as you guys didn't see the first part just because of technical difficulties, and we have 2 back-to-back penalties, which is really weird, and an overthrow by Tua. This has been a super weird game, and to be honest, I guess it makes sense that it is a weird game because we are in London, so all London games are weird, so I guess it makes sense, man, because London games are always super weird, and this game has just been super frantic and super weird, so not clean, not simple at all like I wanted it, but all good, as we should be the better team against this Jaguars team, forcing the pass, forcing the incompletion on third down, making Trevor Lawrence make those rookie mistakes, as he has had a good start to the season so far, but obviously we've done a good job of limiting him with our defense. So our offense is back on the field again. Hopefully we can end up with a better result on this drive. Running this PA crossers deep play, hoping to get Waddle open over on that left side. I do really like this play a lot, and Waddle does get a little bit of separation, so we do throw it up to him, but then Rayshon Jenkins, I believe that is, does make a good play on Jaylen Waddle, so that is unfortunately an incompletion as we will block rainbows here. Again, if we do pass, I am predominantly looking for Jaylen Waddle, hoping to get that goal for him. But as he gets wide open over here, Tua does a good job to get him the ball. Jaylen Waddle breaks a tackle, jukes back in, and that's an amazing play from Tua to get the ball out even though he got hit, and a great catch from Jaylen Waddle as he celebrates there. So an awesome back-to-back, or not back-to-back, but an awesome play there for Jaylen Waddle. That's super cool to see. As now let's see if we can keep it going here with Tua, and unfortunately they get instant pressure with Foyesade Oluokun. He gets an instant pressure sack on Tua Tagovailoa as the blocks did not hold up there at all. That was super unfortunate to see, and now we're forced to pass. Before we were passing a little bit just out of our own volition, but now we are forced to pass, hoping Tyreek, Cedric, or Waddle can get open here because, again, not looking good after that horrible play by our offensive line as they got instant pressure. And now Waddle is open again. Tua to Jaylen Waddle, and he makes the grab, man. This is the Tua and Jaylen Waddle game. I'm force-feeding him the ball a little bit, but again, the goal is what it is, so it just makes sense. As he already has 84 yards, looking at Waddle and Tyreek here to get open down the field. As well, does get open, I think, in the corner. What a ball from Tua. What a route from Jaylen Waddle. As again, that's a huge thing for his goal. A touchdown, a bunch of yards. Tua Tagovailoa to Jaylen Waddle. What impressive chemistry by them. Extra point was good, which is really nice after missing that very close field goal, which was basically an extra point in the last episode. Again, go check that out. It was in the clutch if you want to see that. It was a really good episode, so please do check that out. We do make the extra point there, so we do go up 10-3. A nice play by Christian Wilkins there to stop ATN in the backfield. After that first play by Christian Wilkins, the clock did hit the 2-minute warning, so that is where we are now. I'm going to send the heat on Trevor Lawrence, and hopefully we can make a play here and get to the quarterback as we do, as he's rolling out, but we come with Javon Holland and we force him to throw the ball away as we do have all the momentum now, forcing 3rd and 10. If we can force an incompletion here or something, we can get the ball back with the 2-minute warning and hopefully put some more points on the board before the half ends. As they do throw, I'm using Javon Holland. I don't see anybody open. He's throwing the ball underneath, and Channing Tindall makes a tackle after they get the first down, as now we do go into pressure mode. We're going to send some more heat, but now I am going to make sure I cover, as I think I'm supposed to be blitzing with Javon Holland, but I didn't want to, as I am going to cover underneath. As, man, this game just took a turn for worse as Evan Ingram makes a tackle, and he goes all the way down to basically the red zone and the 21-yard line. That was such a weird turn of events there as they went quick, and our defense, it was not set. I probably should have called the timeout, but I wasn't aware enough to do that. And now we are struggling here as they are hurrying it up. 1st and 10. Trevor Lawrence going into a rhythm. Great play by Nick Needham to break up that pass. 6 for 13, 94 yards, man. We cannot let Trevor Lawrence get into a rhythm. That's why I've been sending pressure to keep him out of that rhythm. Because when he does, he's an impressive quarterback, man. And he was a great quarterback in college. So he definitely has that talent there. Just need to keep it away from him. As he does throw underneath to Travis Etienne. He does a good job to juke Jerome Baker and get the first down. It's now 1st and goal for the Jaguars after we almost had the stop. Using a zone here, we'll use your Javon Holland here to hopefully fly around the field, hoping to pick a ball off because I don't want them to get points here. I don't see anyone open right now, and he does just throw it away, so that's a great start to this 1st and goal. Hopefully we can just hold them to a field goal here, as that would be really good because I was hoping they wouldn't get any points on this drive, but now that they're here, if we can just force a field goal, that'd be awesome. As they do run a halfback draw play, and Javon Holland lays a massive hit stick on Travis Etienne. That's a great play from Javon Holland. One more stop, and we force the field goal. Again, sticking with the zone here, as that's what's been working, as they do elect to pass the ball. Trevor Lawrence rolls out to the right, and then Travis Etienne has a walk-in touchdown. So again, really unfortunate as we almost had to stop on that 3rd and 10. Then they start hurrying it up and they start going really quick, not allowing our defense to get set, and they do tie the game. We do get the ball back with 26 seconds, and usually I wouldn't try and do anything here, but we do have all 3 timeouts, and it is just the Jaguars. So actually, I am going to try and put up at least a field goal here, as that would be really awesome. And again, we do have Waddle with that goal, so if we can get open, he doesn't. I don't see anyone open, so I am just going to chuck it up to Tyreek Hill, give him a 50-50 ball, as I believe we just got a defensive pass interference call, as that worked out beautifully. As we do get the defensive pass interference call, we did a Carson Wentz where we basically underthrew him. We accept that call, and now we are very close to field goal range. That worked out perfectly. Honestly, I was just going to throw it away, but I figured I might as well give Tyreek a chance on the jump ball, as now we get extra yards on that play. Waddle runs a nice route, get the ball to him, we'll take the extra yards, the extra 2 yards, and the out of bounds. Man, that was an awesome play to get that defensive pass interference. So that's veteran Tua. That's veteran play to go up and throw up to get that call. As now we do have a chance to get that field goal, as that would be amazing to get points here at the end of this half. As Joe Waddle runs another nice out route, gets the ball to him as he toe taps his way, gets out of bounds. As this has just been the Tua to Jaylen Waddle half, as that's what it should be, man, with that goal in mind. 3rd and 2 here, just looking to get the first down or just throw it away just because, again, we do not want to throw an interception. But we do get Tyreek open as we do get the first down, and now we can take maybe one shot to the end zone or else we'll run out of time and just have to kick the field goal. We are going to use this play to take a shot as I am going to send Jaylen Waddle deep, and we do have Tyreek deep. This is just a shot to take a shot at the end zone, and if nothing happens, hopefully we just don't throw an interception, and then we will just take our points as Tyreek is wide open, and we'll take our 7 points heading into the half. I was just going to run the ball out, but then Mike McDaniel said, let's go out, let's go past the ball, and I said, screw it, let's hopefully just get a field goal. Then we get the defensive pass interference penalty, then we move down the field with Jaylen Waddle, and then they blow coverage with Tyreek Hill, and we get a free 7 points to end the half. Going to the half, that's a great play in 26 seconds. Tua looking like Patrick Mahomes in last year's playoffs. The Jaguars did just take a knee to end the half, so you didn't miss anything there. I'm going to make the goal run outside as we do want to run the ball outside, and hopefully if we score points on this drive, we can start on our possessions, just start running the clock out, get out of London with a win, and just take care of business. For the Jags, they are going to have to start putting up points, and they are doing a little bit of work on that medium pass, so we are just going to do defend the medium pass with Trevor Lawrence. Now, we do get the ball to start this half, so like I said, let's go put up some points as we do have all the momentum. Let's put up some points, and let's just put this game away. Started the second half there with an incompletion, unfortunately, but we are back to it with the pass, as I do see triangle open underneath. That is Chase Edmonds, and he does run up the field and out of bounds to get the first down. Nice play for Chase Edmonds to get the first down. The first play was just an incompletion, so not significant enough just to include in the video, so I figured we might as well skip it. Tyreek is getting press coverage, so we are going to put him on a streak, but we are looking at Waddle as well, as I do think he did get open, but I didn't throw it to him, so that's unfortunate. As we are going to throw it to Waddle out of bounds, but we don't get it. We were just going to have to throw it away anyway, so I figured let's try and get Waddle that goal. Now let's run the ball to the left side behind Teron Armstead. Again, we do want to keep that run game going, along with getting Jaylen Waddle his yards, but we are so close to getting Waddle his yards, we can get the run game going, as unfortunately Mostert only gets about a buck and a yard on that play, so we are going to have to go back to the pass. Let's see if we can get this wide cross play to work, man. Let's actually flip the play because there is a little bit more space on the other side. So let's see if we can get this play to work. Looking for Smythe here or Waddle on that little cut route. Waddle does a nice route to create so much separation, and he walks out for the easy first down. What a route by Jaylen Waddle. And a good throw from Tua Tagovailoa, just doing what he needed to do. Let's give the ball to Sony Michel here again. Really trying to run left a little bit more here to try and run behind our better offensive linemen. So run to the left again as we do get spaces. Great blocks come. Unfortunately, Sony Michel could not get to the edge, but not too bad as a 2-yard rush there. Let's go back to the right now with Raheem Mostert. Never mind, the right side looks clogged up, and so let's flip the play to the left and see if Mostert can get to the edge here and continue with the run, trying to get these blocks, as he does find a gap in the middle of the field, and he rushes up for 4 yards, so we'll take it, setting up 3rd and manageable. And I do like this tight end corner play with this short, because we do have Tyreek and Cedric Wilson on some nice short routes that should get open relatively easily. As Tyreek does do that nice under route and he gets open, let's just do the secure catch, as I don't think he got the first down, but we are going to hurry it up here and try and go for the first down. Using the Mike McDaniel type offense, hurry it up, get Raheem Mostert the ball, and we do get the first down, as that worked out perfectly. Get the first down on that 4th and 1. Honestly, we just sped up the play, didn't let the Jaguars get set, and we got our first down, which worked out perfectly there. So let's just head back to the run here. Drive down the field, man, and just get this game out of reach. We really just want to end this game early, as I've completely kept saying, like, just want to get this game over with, get the lead, get a heavy lead, be able to run the clock out and get out of London with the dub, just because London games are always so weird. So that is the goal of this game, as we do have Chase Edmonds back into the game, as he does get to the edge and gets out of bounds for the first down. A 1 rush for 14 yards. Haven't used Edmonds that much, so finally get him in the game with a rush, and he does that. So let's keep feeding him the ball, man. After he had that much success, man, we have to go back to him, back with the play. And Robert Hunt gets a nice tackle as he pulls. Connor Williams steps up and gets to the 2nd level. And Chase Edmonds continues to do well with his 2 rushes, as I think let's go right back to him, man, if we can. Chase Edmonds, again, same play basically, same kind of, not the exact same play, but the same kind of design. Giving the ball to Chase Edmonds, as again, he's been playing really good as he gets in the game, and he continues to get positive yards, 3 rushes for 26 yards, as Chase Edmonds has been great so far. Let's actually go with the RPO now, just to give us a couple different looks here, as we are in the red zone, as we do hand the ball off to Raheem Mostert, and he runs up the field, and he gets the touchdown. Raheem Mostert with a nice run after he gave Edmonds the ball on the RPO. Tyreek didn't look to get open, as Raheem Mostert runs it in on a nice run. It wasn't just a walk-in. He really battled for that touchdown, and now we go up 24-10, which is exactly what we want. If we can get a stop here, we can just start running the clock out, get an easy win, walk in and out of London and just get out of here with a win. A horrible kickoff by me as I forgot to hit the button, so it was a super short kick and they get a good return. So they do start at the 37-yard line, so that is really unfortunate here as we do get the stop with Nick Needham on James Robinson, again holding him to under 4 yards per carry, but he does get 6 yards on that rush. We are fully momentum, so we do get to see an actual route, so let's just use Jerome Baker because we know exactly what his route's going to be with all that momentum, which is a little bit juice, as Byron Jones almost gets the interception, but he can't, but he does a good job to knock the ball away, forcing that 3rd and 4. I'm not going to lie, that ability does seem a little bit juiced, I guess, but I'll take it, man, honestly, as it is 3rd and 4 now. I don't see any route on the play, so that must mean it's a run, so I guess with that momentum ability, if you don't see any route, then they're obviously running it as they do, as it is a halfback draw, and we do force the punt as we get the ball back up 24-10. Starting off with a halfback stretch to Raheem Mostert, bouncing back to the inside as he does a good job to get, I think, a little bit of positive yards as he gets 1 positive yard. And we are going to start chewing the clock here, man. I actually do kind of like this play because I think Jaylen Waddle or Durham Smythe can get open, so we are actually going to run this play. Let's see who gets open here, as I don't see anyone open. Circled is coming open at the end of the play, but unfortunately Tua misses him, even though it said dead eye, so I don't know what happened there. 3rd and 9 now. So running the clock out isn't going as planned, but hopefully if we can get this first down, we can do that. Looking at Gesicki over the middle or Tyreek Hill. Hopefully we can get the first down here, as I don't see anyone right now. Mike Gesicki, can we get it? As he comes back to the ball, Mike Gesicki with an amazing aggressive catch. As, man, that's what happens when you have a little bit lower overall player. He cannot get to the ball. Mike Gesicki with an insane catch. And now we can continue to chew this clock and run the ball out, as that is the goal of this drive. An amazing play by Mike Gesicki, as we did take a risk there with Chase Edmonds, but I'll take it, to be honest. Chase Edmonds with a nice little run there, 4 rushes for 33 yards, as that running back by committee is working. Let's go back to Chase Edmonds again, as he has been awesome with the ball in his hands. Going back to the right side now instead of the left, maybe throw them off a little bit, as the right side does a nice job to get blocks. And again, keep getting yards, as that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Start of the 4th quarter now, and I do want to see if we can get Jaylen Waddle here open underneath, because again, other than running the ball out, we do need to get Jaylen Waddle his goals, so let's see how many yards we do need to get him after that play. Again, the only thing we want to do from now on is just run the clock out and get Jaylen Waddle his goal. So let's go back to the runners. We only need about 21 more yards with Waddle, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's run to the right here. Hope we get a nice block from Mike Gesicki, as he does get a good block on Mike Gesicki, and Raheem Mostert gets the edge, run back inside, and that's a good chunk yards for Raheem Mostert, as he continues to do well as the running game continues to succeed against this little bit worse of a Jaguars defense. Going back with a run here with Chase Edmonds, as he continues to do well as a running back, and that didn't go as well, but he still has 6 rushes for 40 yards, so not too bad there. If we do pass, I am looking to get Waddle open again. If we are going to pass, we might as well look for Waddle to hopefully get him that goal. So hopefully we get the first down here, as they do run a little bit of a blitz. Backing up a little bit, Jaylen Waddle does get open, but Tua misthrows it, but it does go to Tyreek Hill, and I think Tyreek dropped it. So 3rd and 8 now to start this drive. So not too good there, as I thought Tua would throw a little bit of a better ball, but he doesn't. Let's give Waddle a streak here, man. If he can get open deep, that'd be awesome, as he doesn't. But Tyreek does get open over the middle, but Tua does get hit as he throws. So unfortunately, he cannot get the ball out there, so they do actually force the punt, but hopefully we can pin them deep. So never mind, I didn't even realize we were in field goal range, so Jason Sanders can definitely hit this field goal, so definitely not going to try and pin them deep. We're just going to hit this field goal and go up 27-10, as Jason Sanders does, hits from like about 54 yards or 51 yards out, so nice field goal there from Jason Sanders, as he makes up for a really poor game last game, going up 27-10. As the defense does step onto the field for this first drive, as it does look like it's a screen pass, as we do get to know the play before it starts, which again seems a little bit broken, but honestly I'll take advantage of it, as we do have the 27-10 lead, so we are dominating. We do have all that momentum, so I'll take it, man. So let's use your Von Holland, as we do know that there's a corner route going there, as we'll cover that, as he does go underneath to James Robinson, but we do make the tackle. No pressure really for the defense, really just have to make sure not too much time goes off the clock, as even if they do score however many amount of points, as long as they use up a bunch of time, they won't be able to come back into this game, so that's really nice for that, as they do go back to the halfback draw, which is a really interesting play call. I'm surprised they haven't started throwing the ball, as again, even James Robinson hasn't had that much success this game, so 4th and 2 now, they are forced to go for it. They look like they're running, and Mike McDaniel and Josh Boyer does call a defensive play where we are trying to stop the run, as we do. Atlanta Roberts get over there and make the stop. 4th and 2. That's basically the game, as we do get a good stop against the Jaguars team. And honestly, like I was preaching so heavily at the start of the game, We want to come in here, make it simple, and take care of business. And it looks like that's what we did, as we're just going to continue to run this clock out with our running backs. As, again, run the clock out here, run the ball out here, and we have a nice, easy 27-10 win. Honestly, that's super nice and super stress-free for me, just because after last game it was so intense, so much pressure with Tua, so much pressure to keep up with that Bucs team. It was really annoying to kind of have to do that, but now against this Jaguars team, we get to kind of take a chill pill, relax, and just get this dub. Now, the one thing we cannot forget about is we need to get Waddle this. Let's put him on a slant, as we need to get Waddle this upgrade, these XP, so I do need to keep that in mind as we are going for the first time. You're looking at Waddle as he does get open underneath. Secure the catch just to make sure he catches the ball. As again, we just want to run the clock out and get Waddle his goal. And now he just needs 8 more yards. So that's what we're going to look for here on this play with Jaylen Waddle. Just get him his yards, get him, and just run this clock out, baby. Waddle open on the route. Secure catch to stay inbounds and keep eating up that clock. And now he must only need like 4 yards on a route for that. So let's again try and get him that right now just so we can get it over with. As he is on a route that should get him about 4 yards. So hopefully he can get open here and then get the 4 yards. As he does get open, Jaylen Waddle drops the ball somehow. That's such an uncharacteristical drop from Jaylen Waddle, so that's really unfortunate from him there. As let's put him on an out route here, see if he can get open. As again, I am kind of force feeding the ball and getting away from the game plan of keeping the clock running, but I definitely do want to get Jaylen Waddle this goal. So we were going to force feed the ball to him as he does make the catch, but unfortunately we don't get the first down. I think that's only 2 yards, so I think we're just going to go for it here. Again, this is a little bit cheeky. This is a little bit weird as he only needs 2 yards. So I definitely want Waddle just to get this upgrade. So even if we don't complete the first down, as long as we get the 2 yards with Waddle, I'm okay with that as we're just running the clock out. So looking for Waddle to get open here as he finally does. Gets the ball, secure catch, and I think that's the 2 yards. It's only 1 yard, so I don't think he got it, man. I think he's a yard short, so we need to get a stop here as he's 1 yard short. Man, that's really unfortunate. Let's just get the stop here and do that. I know that takes away a little bit from the realism because we would just get the field goal here and everything. But honestly, we save the Jaguars a little bit of pain by getting rid of 3 points for them. We don't put up as many points on them. So we spare them some points. And we also get another chance to get Jaylen Waddle that upgrade. So, no, again, I know like I said, I was really big on the realism thing. But again, in this game, there are things like upgrades and like rewards for doing things like getting him a bunch of yards. So I think it is important to do those things, so that is the reason we did that. Again, my apologies if that ruins the realism for some of you guys, but it is what it is. It cost Jason Sanders 1 field goal, which, again, I don't think he even deserves that after last game, so it's whatever at this point. This stop is kind of integral now because they are going to keep going for it, but I actually do need to get this stop because I need to get Jaylen Waddle that 1 yard, so if we can get a stop here, that would be really nice, just so we can get that upgrade for Jaylen Waddle, like I said I wanted to do, so that is what we're trying to do as he actually makes a good throw from Christian Kirk as we cannot get a stop there. As we cannot get 1 ounce of pressure as they are probably going to hurry it up now. So again, just looking for 1 stop here. Hopefully get the ball back and just make 1 throw as Jerome Baker getting out there. Send the heat as Trevor Lawrence throws it backwards, and it's a fumble technically because he threw it backwards, so that forces them to take a timeout and puts them back to 2nd and 19. So hopefully we can make a stop here as unfortunately Brandon Sheriff gets injured for them. Hopefully we can just make the easy stop here, get the ball back, throw a 1 yard pass to Waddle, and then just run the clock out. As man, Trevor Lawrence is making a bunch of rookie mistakes here as he just panics and gets the ball out too early. As let's not run a blitz. I actually just want to run a deep zone here as they're not giving me an option to do that. Here we go. Dime 3 cover lock. Let's just keep everything in front of us. Get that stop. Get up here with the dub. And get it out of here with that Jaylen Waddle goal, baby. Channing Tindall on him. Covering him. Let's leave him there. As Trevor Lawrence makes a crazy throw to Marvin Jones. And then a good tackle from Nick Needham to stop them as they are going to go for this now. As they should. Running the zone here. Cover 3 lock. Again, if we can get a stop here, that would be awesome. As Trevor Lawrence does throw it. And they do actually get the first down here on that 4th and 7 for Marvin Jones as he's so hyped to be down 17 points, man. Hopefully we can stop them putting up points here as they actually are driving down the field, and it would just be a downer if they did get points off of this drive just because after all that good defense we played. So Trevor Lawrence does sort of way there. Again, just want the stop, 1 yard with Waddle, and then get out of this game. Definitely want to get the stop here too, just so it's not a morale hit. Again, just want to get out of here, hopefully hold them to under 10 points, man, or hold them to 10 points. As that is what I want to do. As Trevor Lawrence throws up a ball, a crazy ball is now 3rd and 10. 2 more stops, and we should be good to go, man. Trevor Lawrence, man, he did have an incredible style line entering into this game, but he hasn't faced a defense like ours, and we do a good job of stopping him there, so that's awesome. As Trevor Lawrence rolls out again, as now he's forced to throw it away for the 3rd time in a row, I believe, on this series, so that's awesome for him. Let's run the zone again here as they are going for it. Hopefully we can get a stop here as he does throw it up. And Byron Jones does a good job to swat it away. And we get the ball back. 4th and 10, baby. Let's run one pass play just to get the ball to Jaylen Waddle. Literally just want a 1-yard pass here. Just going to run this tight end corner play and just put Jaylen Waddle on the out route, as I did throw an incompletion trying to get Waddle that 1 yard. Didn't show that though, again, so insignificant. We're just trying to get Waddle 1 yard here. So let's pass him up as he does get open there. And he drops the ball again. What is up with Jaylen Waddle with these drops, dude? It's so weird. Whenever I aggressive catch with him, he misses the ball. It's so weird. Again, I know this takes away a little bit from the realism, but I'm just trying to get Jaylen Waddle 1 yard. He finally gets the ball as you turn up the field. He gets the 1 yard. We get the upgrade. That's all I wanted. And now we'll just run the clock out. Not to be cheeky or anything, but that was kind of ridiculous as he dropped that ball. But whatever. We get the 1 yard to get Jaylen Waddle's upgrade, as it's a nice, clean 27-10 win. We enter London and leave with a nice, clean W. So that's an awesome end to that game. As we are getting to the stats here, man, Trevor Lawrence really struggled. Tua played decent. Not too great, but not too bad either. Just a pretty good game. 21 for 34 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing-wise, Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds were awesome. I believe Sony Michel was pretty good too, as he only got 2 rushes, but he did average 5.5 yards a carry. Receiving-wise, Jaylen Waddle did do good. He's honestly the only guy who really did anything, as Tyreek Hill did have 34 yards and a touchdown. But other than that, it was just the Jaylen Waddle show, 160 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, we did get 1 sack from Foyusada Luakun, 1 sack from Dwayne Smoot, and then 1 sack from Jerome Baker. No interceptions in this game, so Xavier Howard's streak of interceptions does come to an end, but that's okay because he has been playing amazing. And then kicking-wise, everything went swell, no misses, nothing like that, so it is what it is there. Honestly, just a boring game, to be honest, after those last 2 episodes. A crazy game against the Colts and a crazy game against the Bucs, so it is what it is. We're bound to have a drop-off after those 2 crazy games. So not too bad there. Again, we did what I wanted to do. I was preaching it the whole video. I know it's probably annoying during this commentary. Get in, get out with a nice clean dub, and that's what we did. As we finally get a Tua Tagovailoa upgrade, and you know where we're going with this. We're going strong arm, as I need that throw power to go up. Please, God, I need that throw power. He only has 85. As he doesn't get throw power, he gets break, sack, throw accuracy, deep, throw accuracy, mid. As we really need to keep going with that strong arm scheme fit to hopefully get throw power up, as it's only an 86. So we really need that to go up for him to become a little bit better and a little bit more usable to make some of those deep throws to Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. Just before we end the video here, we do have something about the tandem breakout, which is just basically saying that Jaylen Waddle did succeed his challenge as he did, saying I knew I would have that type of performance, as he has earned 3+ catch in traffic, as that's huge upgrade for getting that 150 yards and those touchdowns. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.